The crowd inside the arena could feel the tension in the air. Every cheer, every clap, every deep breath from the audience echoed with anticipation. When Hashimoto Taiki stepped up for his final routine on the horizontal bar, all eyes were locked on him. This was the moment that would define his legacy, a chance to do something that only one man before him had ever done, win 3 consecutive world titles, just like the legendary Uchimura Kohei. As he stood by the bar, chalk dust floating around his hands like a soft cloud, Hashimoto closed his eyes for a brief second. It wasn't nerves, it was focus. I believe in myself, he had said before the event. That belief wasn't just a phrase, it was the foundation of everything he had built over the last few years. When he launched into his routine, it was pure poetry in motion. His body twisted, turned, and soared with precision that seemed almost unreal. Each release move, each hand catch, each giant swing showed not only power but a sense of artistry that has come to define his style. The audience held its breath as he moved into his dismount, a full twisting double layout. He stuck the landing perfectly. Not a single step, not a single wobble. The crowd erupted in a wave of applause that felt like thunder rolling through the arena. Hashimoto raised his arms, calm yet visibly emotional, knowing what that landing meant. It wasn't just another routine. It was history. When the final scores flashed on the board, the result was clear: Hashimoto Taiki, once again, the world champion. He had done it, 3 consecutive world all-around titles, something no one had accomplished since the era of Uchimura Kohei. For Hashimoto, this victory was about more than medals or records. It was about perseverance. Since his debut, he has carried the weight of expectations from a nation that has long celebrated gymnastic excellence. Japan has always had stars, from Sawao Kato to Uchimura, and Hashimoto was now cementing his place among them. The journey to this moment was far from easy. Just a few years ago, Hashimoto was seen as a talented young gymnast, but many doubted if he could carry Japan's golden legacy forward. After all, following in the footsteps of someone as dominant as Uchimura is no small task. But instead of running from the pressure, Hashimoto embraced it. Training day after day, he pushed his limits. His coach often described him as obsessive in the best way. He would practice one element repeatedly until it was flawless. He studied not only his own routines but also those of his rivals, Zhang Boheng from China, known for his incredible difficulty level, and Oka Shinosuke, Japan's rising star. In this year's championship, the competition was fierce. Zhang Boheng had come prepared, determined to reclaim the world title he once held. Oka, too, was in excellent form, particularly on the floor exercise, where his strength and artistry usually shine. But fate can be unpredictable. Oka's slight landing errors on the floor cost him valuable points, leaving him in 5th place overall. Hashimoto, meanwhile, showed no cracks. From the floor to pommel horse, from rings to vault, he performed with a rare mix of control and passion. His focus never wavered, his expression calm even in the most high-pressure moments. When he stepped onto the parallel bars, the precision was mesmerizing. Every swing, every handstand was crisp. He didn't just perform routines, he told a story with his movement, a story of resilience, growth, and belief. As the competition narrowed down to the final event, the horizontal bar, everyone knew it was going to be a battle between Hashimoto and Zhang. Zhang had delivered a near-flawless performance earlier, putting immense pressure on Hashimoto to respond. But pressure is where Hashimoto thrives. His coach later revealed that before the routine, Hashimoto said quietly, "I'm not going to chase perfection, I'm going to become it." Those words reflected the mindset of a true champion. And when he landed his dismount perfectly, it was as if the universe itself applauded. After the results were confirmed, cameras captured Hashimoto's smile, modest yet glowing. His teammates rushed to embrace him, their joy uncontainable. For the 3rd time in a row, Hashimoto stood atop the podium as Japan's anthem filled the arena. Tears welled in his eyes as he looked up at the flag rising high. Reporters later asked him what this victory meant to him. His answer was simple but powerful: "I believed in myself and performed. That's all I wanted to do." Those words carried the essence of his journey, not arrogance, but pure self-belief built on years of discipline. This win also symbolized a passing of the torch in Japanese gymnastics. Uchimura Kohei, who had dominated the sport for over a decade, set the standard. But Hashimoto, now 23, has evolved that legacy. He combines Uchimura's elegance with his own unique energy and emotional depth. Gymnastics experts around the world have been calling him the new face of global gymnastics. But Hashimoto doesn't seem interested in titles like that. In his post-event interview, he said, "I want to continue growing. I don't want to compare myself to anyone, not even Uchimura. I just want to see how far I can go." Behind the scenes, his journey was one of sacrifice. Early mornings, long hours of conditioning, pain, and setbacks, he faced them all. There were moments when his body ached so much that he wondered if he could keep going. But the love for gymnastics always pulled him back. His teammates often mention his humility. Despite being a three-time world champion, Hashimoto never behaves like a star. He trains with younger gymnasts, gives them advice, and stays after practice to help them with techniques. It's that combination of excellence and humility that has made him beloved not just in Japan, but across the gymnastics world. Fans have also noticed something special about Hashimoto, his expressions during routines. Unlike many gymnasts who remain stone-faced, Hashimoto lets emotion flow. When he's in the zone, you can see his joy, focus, and relief all play across his face. That human touch connects deeply with audiences. Zhang Boheng, despite finishing second, showed great sportsmanship. After the results, he walked up to Hashimoto, shook his hand firmly, and said, "You deserved it." That moment between two rivals symbolized mutual respect, the kind that defines true champions. As for Oka Shinosuke, he was disappointed with his floor performance, but he later said, "Watching Taiki perform today inspired me. I want to be at that level one day." That's the kind of influence Hashimoto now carries, motivating not just fans, but even fellow athletes. The judges praised his technical execution and composure. On the horizontal bar, his E-score was among the highest of the competition. His form, legs perfectly straight, toes pointed, arms extended, was textbook perfect. Gymnastics enthusiasts online flooded social media with reactions. "Unreal consistency," one fan wrote. Another said, "He's the new king." Videos of his flawless landing spread rapidly, gaining millions of views within hours. Japanese media called it the golden era's return, celebrating how Hashimoto has restored Japan's dominance in men's gymnastics. The nation, once again, had a world champion leading with elegance and strength. Hashimoto's parents, watching from the stands, were visibly emotional. His mother wiped tears as his father clapped proudly. Later, Hashimoto said, "They've supported me since I was a kid. I'm here because of them." That family bond has always been at the core of his success. For Hashimoto, this victory isn't the end, it's another step toward an even greater goal, Olympic gold in Paris. After this performance, his confidence has soared, but he remains grounded. "I'll keep improving," he said. There's always something to learn. What makes Hashimoto truly special isn't just his technical skill, but his mindset. He treats gymnastics as an art form, not a competition. His movements tell a story, his performances evoke emotion, and his focus inspires others to believe in themselves. As the lights dimmed after the award ceremony, Hashimoto lingered on the floor for a moment, looking around the emptying arena. Maybe he was reflecting on the path that brought him here, the early mornings, the disappointments, the doubts, and the belief that carried him through all of it. He had just joined a very exclusive club, the only two men in history with 3 consecutive world all-around titles, Uchimura Kohei and Hashimoto Taiki. And as he walked off the mat, smiling softly, you could feel it, this wasn't the end of a story, but the beginning of a new legend in gymnastics.